Hi, welcome to Dragonfire Oracle. My name is Anja. Today we're going to work on the Sovereign Weave. Again, this is the infinity symbol that comes from my heart to your heart. And we are going to first individually clear out some traumas and wounds from the root, sacral, and solar plexus. And then we're going to transmute that into coherence for a spiritual awakening. So all of us, most of us, are already gone through a spiritual awakening or still going through a spiritual awakening that might have happened through hard work and forgiveness, but sometimes it can happen just kind of randomly where our third eye and our crown will open before we have cleared the wounds from our lower frequencies, the denser ones, the earthbound ones. And so when we get the messages through the crown and through the third eye, they can be interpreted through the ego because we still have all of these wounds that are running our perception. So what we want to do is we want to clear these wounds, however many are ready to go. We want to give them coherence, and we're going to ask them to come back into the corresponding chakra as coherent frequency and light. So this is light that's full of potential then, right? This will change your perception. And this is a lot of what I do one-on-one is we alchemize the wounds in your toroidal field and bring them into coherence. And then we bring them back into the body. So what this does then is changes your perception of the world because you're not seeing it through your wounds and through your challenges anymore. You have more clarity. So when somebody has a spiritual awakening kind of before they're ready and haven't done the lower chakra work, then things become a little weird and it's like the person has a lot of logical, intellectual knowledge about spiritual awakening, about ancient times, and they're able to recite it really well. But you can always tell if you're sensitive and you're an empath, you can always tell there's something a little off. And usually what it is because they haven't done the lower chakra healing. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to take these wounds and we're going to alchemize them into coherence. So your clarity and the information that comes in, when it comes down and it has to be interpreted through your heart and through your throat, you're not interpreting it through the ego. You're interpreting it and receiving it with clarity from the divine. Then you speak it, you channel it, and it comes in clear. It's not you that's speaking it. It is a divine message, right? So this is what we're going to do. So I want everybody to open up your heart chakra. Not everybody, but you, me and you. We're doing this together. So open up your heart chakra so we can connect. And then we're going to fill it with the wounds so they can get alchemized. So if you can't think of anything specific, just set the intention that anything that's out in your toroidal field around the root, sacral, and solar plexus, that you're ready to release it and let it go. Okay? And we're going to put it all in there and it will get alchemized. It'll come from my heart to yours. It'll be some dense frequency that just turns into light the more that we hold it. Okay? And then the dragon will come in and we will fill this up with energy light codes for the collective. And then on the count of 3, we're going to let it go into the collective. So anybody out there that's had a spiritual awakening that is still working on the ego or through the ego, that they can start to heal some of their root, sacral, and solar plexus wounds. And so then they will have more clarity to give out to the world. Okay? So take some deep breaths. See the infinity sign, the sovereign weave, connected to our heart space, coming from my heart to yours. Lighting it up with the codes from the divine. Pulling in our wounds. We don't always need to know what they are. Just set the intention to anything that's out in your toroidal field, down at the lower chakras, is going to be dumped into the sovereign weave for alchemizing. Torini minara shukarato bura kitata shkinanai or rotobera katara kosha di karakatoi, the kitara bura shikitakai, the minikata karakotosha, hita nikia namara totai and marashikara to coin, okay? Atai no kote kerbarahasha ni kara ay or the kitara ni kitara katora shinaya. Ata the minikarakatokoi. Hopefully you can feel that. The heart chakra is so open. The wounds are alchemized. And now that the sovereign weave is so full of light, let's put the divine codes in there for the collective. Arita bera katara kutoto bera nasha yina na kutora naga. Sikara maikita na kutaisha yina kara kutaira manakaya. Urinikita brashkita grai no munikita kara kutukushki na ya kabera haya no kuta. Akhrina ita diasha onya urutayana. Otana mena kara kutukuberishki nikakai mukuta kara kutoisha yita nanai. Rotukata katara to go shemiana manakata kiro burshkitakai. May they all be healed. Those that are ready, may they receive these codes that we have created today, holding space together. So on 3, let's let this sovereign weave be released from our heart space, and off it goes into the collective. On 1, 2, and 3. May anyone that this comes into contact with be blessed. May their load be lighter, and may they feel the peace of the divine messages that come in. And may they put their ego aside. Working a little bit on the throat and being reminded that what comes through from the divine is the truth. And we don't want to distort it with our ego. So thank you for coming to the Sovereign Weave. If you want a one-on-one where I can work in your toroidal field with the tuning forks and the light language, reach out to me at dragonfireoracle.com, and I look forward to tuning you. May you have a great day. As it is spoken, so it is sealed. May you walk in sovereignty and rise in your power. All my love.